What is up everyone, my name is Ian, otherwise known as Shots, and today I'm going to be showing you guys 25 Warzone tips to help you become a better player. So the first thing is the zip trick. When using a zip line, you don't have to do the full animation. You can do the zip trick to shoot yourself in the air or mantle on top of the zip line. This puts you at an advantage to zipline campers as they have to readjust their aim. To do the zip trick, simply go up the zip line and hold your joystick forward, and right before clipping off of the zip line, click your jump button, and this will shoot you in the air or allow you to mantle on top of the zip line. The second tip is the different types of plate carriers. If you're ever running around, you may have come across plate carriers on the map. Each plate carrier offers you a different set of benefits. The comms vest gives you the effect of the bird's eye perk, showing the direction in which opponents are facing when on your own UAV or on your minimap. The medic vest helps you revive teammates faster and decreases the health regeneration delay. The stealth vest protects you from being detected by enemy UAVs and goes against bird's eye. Finally, there is a tempered vest, which helps you go from 3 plates to get full armor to only 2. This conserves plates and helps you get into battle faster, so make sure to pick the vest that will benefit you the most when you have multiple options. The third tip is whenever you're fighting underwater. If you're ever being chased or shot at from the land when you're in the water, try your best to dive down to the very bottom of the water, as it limits the amount of bullets that are able to hit you, which moves us on to our next tip. The fourth tip, or the next tip, is that bullets travel slower in water. When you're in the water, remember that bullets naturally travel slower, so try your best to get up close and personal with opponents with your handgun in the water. This brings us on to our next tip. This is that you can only have handguns in the water. When underwater, the only weapon you have available to use is your handgun. But many people don't know or forget you can use any handgun underwater as long as it's in your loadout. So if you are ever having to deal with a large amount of water campers, have a spare F-Tac Siege in your loadout, as it is fully automatic with large ammo capacity and is fully efficient underwater. After this, adding on more to zip lines, if you can't use one in particular, say if there's a loot pile or something, or you're just genuinely confused why you can't go up, try jumping and then clicking square or whatever button you use to use a zip line to go up. The next tip is with loot crates. If you find a loot crate on the map, remember you can move and loot it at the same time. So if you're ever looting a cash drop, most wanted drop, or a supply drop of any kind, remember you can move around and loot these types of crates, which will help you avoid getting shot if an opponent does see you. After this, make sure to always use portable radars. If you're ever in distress or too poor to purchase a UAV, remember you can always use portable radars. Portable radars can be held in your backpack and thrown anywhere to detect enemy players. After this, don't waste your munitions box. Whenever you're running around, there is typically ammo crates that are around the map. If you are ever in a dire need for ammo or a restock on your equipment, remember to always use the ammo crate rather than the munitions box in your inventory. These ammo crates are infinite with a 60-second cooldown and have the same properties as the munitions box. So save that munitions box for later in endgame or when you're on the move. If you ever need money or a quick loadout, you should grab a most wanted contract. Most wanted contracts give you and your teammates the most amount of money. But before you grab the contract, don't loot anything. Grab the contract first and then loot, as looting crates, medicine cabinets, and more help reduce your timer for the most wanted, which will make getting your cash even quicker. Continuing with contracts, if you ever need a little bit of cash in your pocket, or if you're really pushing to get that win completely, use intel contracts. Intel contracts, when completed, give you a small amount of items and show you where the next zone will close, giving you the upper hand on positioning and rotation. After this, remember that redeploy drones can be shot down. If an opponent is attempting to get away and uses a redeploy drone or is starting to use one, you can shoot it down, halting their getaway. When creating a loadout and trying to find attachments or a different gun to use, click LT or L2 to compare stats and see details. This will show you the differences between separate attachments and weapons. Our next tip is with vehicles. Whenever you can, always utilize cars for cover and rotation. Whenever you intend to jump out of the vehicle, make sure you slow down the car entirely and face the driver's side away from the opponent. This gives you cover and a way to reposition and rotate constantly. Alongside this, if your car is ever getting a little too low on health, it could lead to you dying. Try to approach your next fight as fast as possible, and if you really need to, destroy your own vehicle to make entirely immobile cover you can hide behind. After this, always remember to use smoke grenades to conceal and hide your position, and also use them for rotation. So if you're ever in a difficult situation or getting shot at, use smoke grenades. If you're ever in a situation where you need to camp or bunker down, whether you're surrounded or in the final zone, make sure to use trophy systems lying around the building you're in, or in your backpack. These offer protection to any lethal throwable that is in the proximity of the trophy system. If you're pushing a team and end up dying or are constantly asking how the enemies know where you are, make sure to check around your mini-map for the red border. If there's a red border, this means the opponents have a UAV and they are tracking you. Whenever building a weapon, and specifically a sniper, you want to pay attention heavily to the bullet velocity. Having a low bullet velocity means your bullets will have more drop and you will have to lead them more. Whenever creating a weapon build, pay attention to the recoil pattern and build your weapon and its attachments to go against that weapon's recoil pattern to create a zero recoil weapon. If you're fighting a vehicle that is armored or constantly trying to approach you or get away, focus on popping the tires rather than shooting the driver. Popping the tires makes the car stall more and doesn't let it turn in certain directions, and with no tires the car will not be able to move, pinning your opponent in one spot. Whenever playing Urzikstan, always make sure you have a Gulag entry token, as this allows you to fight in the Gulag and redeploy. But if you find a redeploy pack, you will instantly be dropped back into the fight. Check and see if you have a Gulag entry or a Gulag redeploy pack. Open your inventory and look to the left of the backpack section for both of these symbols. If you spot a gas mask and already have one, be sure to not carry both gas masks. Don't waste time picking up multiple, as the gas deters both gas masks, whether you're wearing it or if it's in your inventory. So if you are ever playing solos or any game mode really other than quads, the price of your loadout drop will depreciate. As the lower amount of team members you have, the lower the price of the loadout drop will be. So don't waste time looking for that full 15,000. As solos, it is 7,500, duos is 10,000, trios is 12,500, and quads is 15k. The last and final tip is to carry multiple perk packages. In the most recent update, you were able to stow separate perk packages, so make sure to set up a secondary perk package to help you in certain scenarios. Say you were in the gas and need to rotate, we can switch to our perk package with Irradiated to move faster and take less damage in the gas. That is all I have in today's video, guys. I hope you all did enjoy. That is 25 Warzone tips to help you become a better player, or just help you figure out some things you possibly didn't know. If you are brand new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. I'll see you guys in the next video.